Previously on Water Rats.
Yes, can I help you?
Gillian Swain. My client would like to speak to one of your detectives.
And your client is?
Owen Randall.
My client made a simple request from his side of the fence. Mr. Martin responded by threatening him with a nail gun.
She's got me bail.
What, for breach of an AVO and malicious wounding?
What can I say? He's got a good lawyer.
So how was your weekend, Helen?
Oh, stuck inside all weekend, Tommy, doing an assignment. Command development course, fabulous.
Gavin's doing a course this morning, emergency management.
Oh, that's worse.
He likes it.
Oh, he would. How was yours?
Oh, it was great. I took my 2 nephews and my niece Ashley to the zoo.
Oh, blimey, didn't you have any ironing to do?
Don't you like the zoo?
Oh, the zoo's all right, but not with 3 kids in tow.
All right. So when I have children, I can count Auntie Helen, the babysitter, out, can I?
I don't know, Tommy. I might have mellowed by then.
Sarge, port side bow.
He doesn't look like he's waving for fun, does he?
Hang on, we'll go and have a look.
Help! Come quickly! Help! We need help!
Yeah, what's up?
Mate's fallen in, goes legs caught, he can't get out.
Okay, mate, I want you to step onto here.
Get me out! We're only doing bombs. He just gave way.
Don't worry, sort it out.
Justin! Help me out, help!
You be okay, mate? It's the police here.
Yeah, my leg's stuck. I can't move it.
Listen, try not to struggle.
It's cutting me. It's cutting my leg.
How is he?
He's trapped in some sort of grate. Can't get to him from here. We're going to have to cut him out from below.
I'll call the divers.
Okay, mate, we've got some more help on the way. What's your name?
Greg.
Okay, I'm Helen. Now listen, I want you to try and relax. We'll get you out of here, I absolutely promise.
There's something in here touching me. There's something in here. There's something moving around.
Divers are on their way.
Yeah, but you better call the D's as well.
Why's that?
There's a dead body down there.
So let me get this straight. A kid fell into a pylon, but there's a corpse already in there.
Yeah, that's what Tom says. Apparently the top fasteners were cut away. That's why the kid fell in.
It's not April Fool's Day, is it?
Oh, geez, I wish it was.
You know, I get the feeling that someone might be winding us up.
Right.
Okay, slow, even breaths, Greg. We can't get at you from here, so we're going to cut you out from beneath. Come on, Greg, now breathe. You can and you will, just do it. Dave, he's getting really groggy down there. How much longer?
How much longer, Woody?
We'll be through to him in 2 minutes tops.
Okay, Greg, we've got the harness coming. Now, this will support you so it doesn't hurt while we're cutting you out. Go!
Oh!
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's getting it. Oh. Dave, ready when you are. He's got it on.
Come on, talk to me. What's happening down there?
Johnny's almost got it. 20 seconds.
He's almost got it, Helen. 20 seconds.
Okay, so you know what's going on. He's going to cut you out, and we're going to hoist you up from here, all right?
We're in, Dave.
Now watch out for the body. Yeah, will do.
The
body's in the way, Dave. What do you want us to do with it? Can you pull it out back through the hole? Yeah, I think so.
Slight problem, won't be long.
Won't be long now.
Here it comes.
Okay, easy. Easy.
Got it, Dave.
Can you keep it down there till we get the kid out?
No problem. Johnny's going in to cut out the kid now.
There's a fair bit of blood in the water. This kid's got a nasty wound. Okay, I'm cutting through the mesh now. I'll be as quick as I can. Yeah, okay, he's clear.
Okay, Mike, bring her up. How we doing, guys? That's it, Greg. Just put yourself up there. Right, bring her down. You're doing really well. Yeah, I got you. There you go. There you go.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay.
Hey. Told you I'd get you out there, didn't I? Tommy, get an ambulance to meet us.
Taken care of, Sergeant.
Good work, guys. You've nailed it. The boy's safe.
So let's make a name for yourselves and get that body up, eh?
We're onto it.
The D's are here.
It's all go here this morning, eh, Dave?
Yeah, as usual.
What's going on?
Come on, don't you go to sleep. Come on, I didn't go to all that trouble for nothing. I need to talk to Greg's parents, so where do they live?
I don't know.
Don't play games with me, Justin.
No, I don't know where his family is. Dead set.
Well, where was he living?
Last few weeks been living in an old factory down at Piedmont.
And he never mentioned his parents to you?
I talked about his mum a couple of times, but he never told me where she was. I always figured she was dead.
You coming with us?
Yeah, Tommy, I'm going to go with the ambulance. I'll call you from the hospital.
Okay, you're almost there. Anything else down there? Nice and easy. It's all clear. I'll start wrapping it up.
Found these at the bottom. Don't know if they belong to this bloke or what.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was a concrete block with a bit of rope at the bottom. Looks like the body was weighed down with it. Came adrift somehow.
I'd say the concrete caused a hole in the grate. Kid just got caught in it.
Looks like he's been in there for a while, doesn't it?
Seen better days. Snappy dresser, though. Good bag of fruit. Nice watch, too.
Frank, does that look like a bullet hole to you?
Distinctly.
ML. You'd think whoever killed ML would have taken this, wouldn't you?
Well, maybe the killer didn't know there was an inscription, or if he didn't expect the body to be found, then...
Or she.
She? How many women do you know are strong enough to lug that body up the pylon with the concrete block and chuck it in?
Could have had help.
OK, if he or she didn't expect the body to be found, then there's no reason to take the watch.
Well, except it's an expensive watch. I mean, could be worth, I don't know, $1,200–1,300.
Yeah?
Hey, here's a list of all male missing persons with initial ML reported in the last 8 weeks.
Excellent. Ashley... Michael Lyons. Michael Lyons. Does that ring a bell? Michael Lyons?
What's happening? He's having a blood transfusion now. Then they're going to operate on his leg to repair the tendons.
Is he going to be all right?
He's going to live, if that's what you mean. He may suffer some permanent damage to his leg, but we'll wait for the operation.
It was my idea.
Really? What, jumping off the pylons?
We've done it heaps of times. We knew it wasn't allowed, but, you know, nothing's never happened until now.
So, How long you been mates?
A few months.
Where'd you meet, at school?
Nah, Greggy doesn't go to school. He has a great time.
So where'd you meet then?
He's a mad Parramatta fan. He showed me how to climb in under the fence, get in without paying.
You know, Justin, someone somewhere is going to want to know what's happened to Greg. Can you tell me anything else?
Look, all I know is his name's Greg Hardy, and he pissed off from home about 6 months ago. That's all he's ever told me.
Sarge, I see you got a package for me.
Justin Tomasetti. You remember Senior Constable Tavita?
Looks like you could do with some dry clothes.
OK, the constable will take you off to the police station. He'll call your parents, and then you can make a statement for us, OK?
You did all right, Sarge, seeing you don't like children.
Good morning, Sydney Water Police.
Taylor? Helen. Listen, do a missing persons check on a Greg Hardy. He's 15 years old, will you?
A man claiming to be Michael Lyons rang Triple O emergency last night in a state of distress, saying that he was about to take his own life by jumping from the gap. When police attended the scene, they found the businessman's car parked nearby and a suicide note on the front seat. His body has not been recovered. Inquiries continuing.
When was that?
That was about 3 weeks ago.
So, assuming that Mick Lyons is the body in the pylon, the suicide's crap?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I remember talking to Elaine Owens about it at the time.
Right, from Raspberry Detectives.
Yeah, I see. The thing the report doesn't say is that Mick Lyons had cocaine charges pending. He was out on bail.
They're thinking murder?
Yeah, maybe, or fake suicide to avoid the charges.
Sorry to interrupt. I've just had crime scene on the phone. They've identified the false teeth you found. They belong to a Michael Lyons.
I'll contact the wife, see if she can ID the body.
Sorry, it could be him. I just can't tell.
Look, that's fine. That's fine. We were wondering if you could identify this. We found it on the body.
It's Mick's. I gave it to him for his birthday just before we got divorced.
Okay. Look, we're going to have to ask you a few questions. Not today, but we might call around tomorrow, if that's all right.
Can I go now?
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Yeah, Frank. Look, we got a partial ID. Yeah, I think we can say that Mick Lyons didn't jump off the gap. I reckon we should go and see Elaine Owens.
It's just crap. Everything's crap.
What is?
Life. Everything. Doesn't matter how hard you work or care about anything or anyone. You always get kicked in the teeth.
Where are you?
I'm gonna jump, that's it. It'll all be over then. The end of Mick Lyons.
Where are you, Mick?
The gap.
Look, will you do something for me, Mick? Will you wait there until somebody comes to talk to you?
What for? No one gives a rat's ass.
Hello? Mick? Mick? You have a copy of that?
You can have this one if you like. He seemed pretty keen to mention his name, didn't he?
Yeah, we were suspicious that he even made the call in the first place. It might have been safer just to leave the car on the suicide note.
My life's crap, just want it to be over, blah, blah, blah. No one gives a rat's ass. This is word for word what he said in the phone call.
Yeah. Are we sure Mick made the call?
We played the tape to his ex-wife. She's fairly sure it's him. We also got a positive match on his handwriting.
So he did write the note?
Yeah.
Any other prints on the car?
No, just his. We found this under the back seat, though. That's Lyons in the middle, next to his wife.
And who's that?
That's Joe Boyd, his ex-business partner. Mugger still works for him.
Well, what did he have to say?
He and Mick weren't the best of friends.
Might be worth another chat.
Hello, I'm looking for Sergeant Blakemore.
Oh, you found her?
Oh, hi, I'm Maureen Hardy. I'm Greg's mother. We spoke on the phone.
Yes, of course.
I just wanted to thank you in person for finding my son.
Oh, look, it was my great pleasure. Have you seen him?
Yes, I went to the hospital a little while ago. He's still asleep after his operation.
How'd it go?
Good. The doctors are pleased. I'm just hoping for the best.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right. This is Gillian Swain, my lawyer. Yes, we've met.
We certainly have, yes.
Well, Jill and I are friends. After you found Greg, I gave her a call, tell her the good news, and she said she should come along.
Right.
When I heard about the circumstances surrounding Greg's accident, I thought it might be worth investigating the possibility of a public liability action on his behalf.
You're going to sue?
Perhaps.
Who?
Well, whoever owns the pylons, depending on who they are, what sort of liability cover they've got, and the details of what happened.
Sorry, you don't think it's a bit early to be involving lawyers? I mean, you haven't spoken to your son for 6 months.
Swift action usually leads to better results.
Well, then you'll have to subpoena the Commissioner of Police, because it certainly isn't for me to give you details relating to a civil matter.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Good. You won't be needing me then.
It was nice to meet you.
Hey, Sarge. I hear you gave the old maternal instinct a bit of a run this morning, huh?
You ever been punched by a woman, Sykes?
You didn't tell me she was pissed off about it.
Well, have you ever been punched by a woman?
Yeah, a couple of times.
Hello there. Joe Boyd?
Yeah.
Frank Holloway, Sydney Water Police. Would you mind if I had a few words with you?
Would it make any difference if I said no?
Not really. You look like a very busy man, Joe.
Yeah, I've got about 70 insurance brokers going on a harbour cruise this afternoon. They might want to see through the windows.
Mick Lyons.
Yeah. Margot said they found his body. Come in. Take a seat. She said he was murdered.
Yeah. Can you think of anyone that might have wanted to kill him?
Plenty of people.
Anyone in particular?
Not that I know of. Mick kept his scummy drug matters to himself.
So when'd you last see him?
The morning before he went missing. He came to see me demanding money.
Why was that?
He reckons I doubted him after we dissolved the company. But I didn't. He got his fair share. But Mick always wanted more than his fair share.
I'm the same. So you and Mick, you started this harbour tour business?
Yeah.
Done very well.
Oh, yeah, we've done all right.
Look, if it's doing so well, why dissolve the company that started it?
Look, I'd had enough of the guy, okay? Simple. He was done deals behind my back, forging my signature on checks, taking off out of the country every 5 minutes. And then there was the cocaine thing.
And what'd you do about that?
Well, nothing till after it happened. When he got busted.
So he was having a rough trot.
Oh, yeah. His life was a pile of crap. But that wasn't my fault.
Just one more question, Joe. Where were you on the night of Mick Lyons' alleged suicide?
Joe, I'm going to have to go back for the cakes.
Margot. Detective Holloway, this is Margot Lyons.
Oh, I thought you were going to call me tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, we are. I was just asking Joe where he was on the night your husband disappeared.
I was just about to say that I was with you.
And that was, all night, was it?
Oh, we've been seeing a lot of each other lately. Margot's just moved in with me. Is there something wrong with that?
No, of course not. But, Mrs. Lyons, we will need to speak to you again. Thank you. How about this? Two friends, A and B, start a harbour tour business. The partnership goes sour. A steals B's wife.
Right, maybe that's why the whole thing went sour in the first place.
Yeah, quite possible. B starts harassing A. A kills B, stuffs him in a pylon.
Yeah, it sounds pretty good, but what about this fake suicide? I mean, where does that fit in?
Well, Mick, he wanted to disappear. I mean, to avoid the cocaine charges, all the other miseries in his life. But the thing is, you know, he didn't convince his killer.
So you think the killer is Joe?
Well, it could be some seedy drug connection, but my bet is Joe.
All right, what's the bet?
My house.
Yeah? Vacuum the carpet?
Oh, there you are. Hi. Can I come in?
You come in, sure.
You're eating. That's a very good sign.
Yeah, well, you should taste it.
I know.
You sure?
No. Doctor said your operation went really well.
Yeah, well, I've got big enough stitches to show for it.
Oh, yeah?
You want to have a look?
Oh, you're
Just
kidding?
lift
No,
it up
after
some.
seeing that food, I don't think so.
Thanks for helping me out.
Oh. Have you seen your mum?
Why would I?
Well, she came to see you today, but you were asleep.
How'd you know I was here?
Greg. Oh, God, it's good to see you, sweetheart.
What do you want?
I bought you these. They're your favourites, remember? Please don't do this.
I don't want to see you.
Darling, I'm your mum and I've been looking for you all this time.
Get out!
Sweetheart, please.
I don't want anything from you.
You don't think you could at least talk to her?
Talk to her. Huh? She's the one who treated me like a dog when Dad died. She's the one who married the guy who used to belt me every single day. She never once stood up for me. I don't owe her anything.
Maureen.
I thought it was better if I came to see you rather than waiting. Yeah, sure. Take a seat. Never made good choices about men in my life. Joe's as bad as Mick was.
So what was going on between Joe and Mick?
Mick was paranoid. He decided Joe was ripping him off, skimming profits off the top.
Was he?
Joe denied it. Mick never believed him, so it blew up. They went their separate ways.
And Joe got the boat?
Joe had Mick over a barrel. He knew about the whole cocaine business, threatened to dob him in.
Did he?
Mick thought so. After he got bail, he started in on Joe again. Threatening phone calls, hanging around the cruiser.
Right, was this before or after you took up with Joe?
It happened all sort of at around the same time, really. Mick was hitting the coke pretty badly. It was frying his brain up. I didn't have anyone else to turn to. Joe had been a good friend for a long time, so...
How'd you get the black eye? Did Joe do that to you?
He wanted me to lie to you.
What about?
Where he was when Mick disappeared.
Okay, where was he?
Not with me. I don't know where he was.
Margot, do you think that Joe killed your husband?
Yes, I do.
Sergeant Blakemore?
Problem with your subpoena?
No, nothing like that. But I was reading the paper this morning about Greg's accident. They said they found a dead body in the pylon.
Well, if it's in the paper, it must be true.
Well, do you think this could have contributed in any way to his accident?
Look, I have told you before, I cannot comment.
You should have been a politician.
Well, thank you.
I am acting in Greg's best interest, you know.
Oh, OK, so your fee has nothing to do with this?
If we don't win, I don't get paid. That's the deal. You really care about Greg, don't you?
Well, yes, I do.
Well, so do I. I've been friends with the family a long time. That's why I want to help them get some money together, to get a house. I mean, this is more important to me than any fee.
Then I hope you win.
I usually do. Oh, one other thing.
Look, Miss Swain... Sorry, Gillian, I am really busy.
Yes, I was just wondering whether you'd have a drink with me sometime.
Ah.
So you're on the way to see Joe Boyd again?
Yeah, we're giving Margot time to get her things out of his house.
Right. Well, keep me posted on this one, Rachel.
Yeah.
Mr. Boyd's not going to be thrilled to see us.
Yeah, well, that's a shame, because I think we'll be calling on him a few more times before this is over. Maybe he's gone back to the marina.
Yeah, maybe.
Rachel!
Is she dead?
As a doornail.
crew just radioed through. Apparently Joe Boyd took off in his boat about 20 minutes ago.
That figures, because all his clothes are gone. Uniforms had a word to the neighbours.
Yeah, no one saw anything.
Small caliber weapon.
Right, same as the body in the pylon. Let's get out of here. Do you reckon he confronted her when she was leaving?
Well, the clothes are there, and if she was scared of him, she wouldn't have told him she was leaving, would she?
Yeah, he might have guessed. Hang on.
Oh, well. Never know your luck in a big city. I mean, there's no prints, it's not even a smudge.
Oh, I must have wiped it or worn gloves.
Yeah, but then he throws it into the bushes. That doesn't make sense. Why not take the thing with him?
Yeah, you think you make a bit of an effort, don't you?
Well, you would. Something's not right. I mean, Joey's a lot of things, but he's not a fool.
The boat crew have spotted Joe Boyd's cruiser. They're in pursuit.
Getting close! You got one shot at this! Too old for this.
Oh, I'm looking for Greg Hardy.
Yeah, so are we. Took off this morning.
Oh, really?
He said he was going to the toilet and he never came back.
What sort of condition was he in?
Oh, he was walking, but only just. He really should be on a penicillin drip. He could easily be infected the way he is. You don't have any idea where he might be, do you?
No. No, I don't actually.
All right, if you didn't do anything, why were you running away?
I wasn't running.
What, you're just out for an afternoon cruise?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, tell that to Constable Sykes. He's got 4 stitches in his mouth.
Where were you between 10 o'clock this morning and 1 o'clock this afternoon?
I told you I was on the boat.
No one saw you, not one single person.
I didn't kill her.
Look, Joe, we got so much evidence. I mean, I don't know where to begin. We got Margot's blood on the clothes you packed.
We know you assaulted her. We know she was terrified of you. We know you lied about being with her on the night Mick disappeared.
When I got home, she was lying on the floor. She was already dead.
Why didn't you ring the police?
Come on, I know you try and pin me for it. Then you try and stitch me up for what happened to Mick as well, and I was right.
Right, so you just packed up and you did a runner, did you?
I mean, throwing your gun in the grass on the way out, that was really dumb.
I don't own a firearm and I didn't kill her, that is the truth, all right?
Sit down. I said sit down. Now, I don't want to offend you, Joe, but I reckon you're lying. Interview suspended at 3:45 p.m.
I just fielded a call from the morgue. The results from the autopsy have come through on the body that was recovered from the pylon.
Great. We should be finished here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, by the sound of it, I think I'd suspend the interview till you've spoken to Chopper.
Well, this brain comes from a healthy middle-aged male, if you notice the size and the colour of it. And this one comes from the bloke you pulled out of the pylon.
Right, so it's smaller.
Yep. It's also showing signs of atrophy, particularly in the back of the brain, the cerebellum. And there's also evidence of hemorrhage and necrosis in the mammillary bodies.
So Mick Lyons had a small brain, I could have guessed that.
Not just a small brain, a dying one.
Dying?
47-year-old man you pulled out of the pylon was suffering what's known as Wernicke's encephalopathy, which is caused by extreme consumption of alcohol over an extended period.
So what you're saying is that he was an alcoholic?
Well, what I'm saying is that the short-term memory of the person that belonged to this brain would have been almost non-existent. He would have been barely able to remember to eat, let alone drive a car or run a business, write a suicide note.
That wasn't Mick Lyons' body.
Well, if it's not Mick Lyons' body, then whose is it?
Well, we're still working on that. Helen's chasing up a list of missing persons who fit the profile.
Which is the profile of a homeless alcoholic?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Well, there's no guarantees a person with that kind of a profile would have been reported missing.
If Mick Lyons didn't think a homeless wino would be missed, it'd make him the perfect target.
You think Mick Lyons killed him?
Well, all the evidence points to it. He faked his own suicide to beat the drug matter, and when that didn't work, he decided to fake his own murder. I mean, why else would his teeth and his watch be with the body?
Oh, Frank, if he wanted to fake his own murder, why would he stuff the body in a pylon where it might never be found?
Don't know, but it's the only theory that fits. But one thing we do know for certain is that ballistics have matched the slugs in Margot Lyons' body with the slugs found on the body at the pylon. We know they came from the same gun, and I bet you Mick Lyons pulled the trigger both times.
So you're ruling out this Joe Boyd character?
Not altogether. We've put him on the back burner. We've charged him with assault, police and resist arrest.
Here's your list of missing persons, and this bloke here is a standout, Lionel Acton. He's 43, massive drinker, homeless, and he was reported missing 3 weeks ago by a social worker.
You got the number of the social worker? You're a genius, Helen.
Mind if I head off now? I've got to meet someone.
All right. Anyone special?
Don't know yet.
Are you always late for your appointments?
Never. Beer, thanks.
What's in the bag?
It's a football Guernsey for Greg, actually.
Oh, that's nice. He's crazy about football.
I don't know if he'll ever get it, though. He left hospital this morning.
He was discharged?
No, he just took off.
Where?
Well, we don't know.
His mum's going to be distraught.
It's Greg I'm worried about. He's in no fit state to be walking around.
Well, we've got to find him. The construction company that owns the pylons is vulnerable to legal action. They've got another development going through council and they need bad publicity like a hole in their head.
You see, I'd like to know that the kid's going to be all right before I start worrying about his lawsuit.
Oh, $20,000 might make him feel a hell of a lot better.
Not if he's got gangrene.
Why did you come here?
Ah. Curiosity, I think.
About what?
Well, about why a clever lawyer in a smart frock would be seen out with a cop.
At the risk of sounding glib, I never judge a book by its cover.
I don't know what to do.
Look, his friend Justin said he was living...
Yeah, I know. A factory in Piedmont. I spoke to Justin. I went there. He's not there.
Well, Maureen, really, I don't know what else to do. I've alerted a couple of patrols. They've got a good description of him. Really, it's not my job.
I know what you think of me. Sergeant, I've made a lot of terrible mistakes in my life, and marrying Greg's stepfather was one of the biggest. I'm not with him anymore. If I lose my son after coming so close to getting him back, I really don't know what I'm going to do. Please help me.
I got onto Lionel Acton's social worker. On pension day, she used to help him withdraw his money because he couldn't remember how to do it from one week to the next.
So?
So 2 weeks ago, a week after he disappeared, he managed to do it unaided.
So?
So I reckon Mick Lyons withdrew the money, not Lionel. And the next pension day is today.
Oh, you think he's going to do it again? Come on, Frank, he couldn't be that stupid.
I'll think about it. He's broke, he's greedy, and he's desperate to prove Acton's still alive. Anyway, I've put an alert on his account, so if he does try it on, we'll know when and where.
You're sure that Lyons killed Acton?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Oh, you just bet your house that Joe Boyd was the killer. What, you trying to win it back again, are you?
Jeff, you got a second?
Oh, yeah, we're just about finished up here.
Break up a party. Sorry, kids. Look, can you spare me for an hour or two? I want to follow up a lead on the boy who went missing from hospital yesterday.
Is that your job?
I'd like it to be.
Huh?
How are you, Justin?
I'm okay.
Yeah, you on your way home?
Yeah.
I've just been to your place. It's that way.
Well, I felt like a bit of a walk.
Right. Did you hear about Greg leaving the hospital?
His mum said.
Yeah. You know he's in bad need of medical attention, don't you?
Look, I don't know where he is.
Come here. So what do you got in the bag?
Just stuff.
Yeah, can I have a look? What do you got? You got chippies and bread and bandages. Get in.
Rachel, Liverpool Street branch. There's someone there now trying to withdraw Lionel Acton's pension.
Oh, he'll be long gone, huh?
No, I told the teller to stall him.
I don't think the photo's going to do much good. The description from the bank was he was wearing a crow's beanie, blue and gold, and a dark green overcoat.
Even dressing like a wino.
Greg! Yeah. Oh, man, you got the stuff. Good on you. Stop.
Nice living quarters.
What's she doing?
I made him tell me, and he did because he cares about you.
Just piss off both. You leave me alone.
Yeah, look, OK, if we do that, you could die. Look at you, you're burning up.
I'm all right.
You're not all right, and you know... Oh, come on, Greg. Stop giving me grief. You come with me now, and you won't have to do anything or go anywhere you don't want to go. Come on, mate, give us your hand.
Hey, stop!
Oh, Mick, you ought to be ashamed of yourself, stealing from a dead man. Hey, now, come on.
It's a good plan, very good plan. Why don't you tell us about it?
You're a very clever guy, Mick. You know, if you weren't a murderer, we might admire you.
You should have left the wino's money in the bank. That was a mistake. Oh, come on, mate. We know you tried to fake your own suicide, and when that didn't fool anyone, you faked your own murder. Then you tried to get revenge on Joe Boyd by killing your wife, Margot, and making it look like he'd done it.
We've got ballistics evidence, we've got your watch, we've got your clothes and the body we found in the pylon.
We got the teeth you threw in with him. It's over, you're gone.
All we really need to know is, why'd you hide the body in the pylon? I mean, the whole idea was to make it look like you'd been killed, wasn't it? So who's going to find the body there?
Got all my other teeth back? These ones are killing me.
So, 3 days, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. 3 more days of hospital food.
True, but it could have been a lot worse.
Do you think I'll get any money?
Well, I don't know for sure, but your lawyer seems to think that the company are pretty keen to settle out of court, so...
So I could get a motorbike.
Oh, excuse me, you're 15 years old.
Well, would you arrest me?
Probably. You know, if you do get this money, you've got your mum to thank. Well, she's the one who approached the lawyer in the first place, and why? Because she loves you.
Well, how do you know?
She told me. And I've never seen anyone as terrified as she was when she thought she wasn't going to see you again.
Was she crying?
Is Susie Maroney wet? Yes, she was crying.
That's good. Thanks for the jersey.
My pleasure.
Hey, Ma.
Hi. I just want to see if you're all right.
I was just leaving.
I won't stay.
It's okay. Sit down.
He's hid the body in the pylon, right? Then he's going to lie low for a month or two.
Yeah, long enough for the body to rot.
So the only way we can identify it is with his watch and teeth. And then the idea is to kill the ex and send a letter to the police with Joe Boyd's forged signature on it, saying that Joe couldn't take the guilt anymore and where to find Mick's body.
What he didn't count on was the boy falling into the pylon.
Well, if that hadn't have happened, he would have got away with it.
You sure would have.
Yeah. Ah, good work. Let's see that brief as soon as possible.
Mate, you get to keep your house.
Just as well, I'd have to move in with you.
Greg's had a week, hasn't he? Severed tendons in his leg, blood transfusion, reuniting with his mum.
Not to mention the football jersey.
Oh, I think that was the highlight. You pretend to be a tough nut, but I know you're not.
Gillian, you don't know anything about me.
Well, I know you accepted this invitation to go to lunch. That's 2 invitations in 3 days.
I don't like loose ends.
Well, now that Greg's back with his mum, I guess there's no reason for us to see each other again.
No, I guess there's not really.
Well, perhaps I could ring you sometime.
Yeah. You know where I work, and I'm there from 9 to 5.
Doesn't leave much room for spontaneity, does it?